Tonight, from Buffalo Bills State Park of the MFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now, hang on. Fitzgerald shaken up, apparently. Remaining down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They go play action here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Jackson now off the bootleg. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Jackson from the shotgun. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now, hang tight, we pause for an injury to the wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, who is yet to hop back on his feet. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Dumps it off to Edwards. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The handoff, it's Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Fitzgerald on the slant. Touchdown, Bills. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. On first down, Edwards, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Hands it off out of the gun. And they can't bring him down. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his big tight end here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 10, 2:23 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jackson to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson connecting with Hill. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. It's Eckler again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down, Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll.